Welcome to this guided meditation. This meditation is for improving discipline when it comes to weight loss and addiction of all kinds. Find a space where you feel you most likely won't be disturbed, and begin by taking any seated position that supports your intention to remain awake and attentive. Choosing to close your eyes or keep them open is fine, and placing your hands however you feel is most appropriate and comfortable. Begin by noticing the breath. Noticing here that by becoming aware of the breath, your breath naturally deepens. See if it's possible to simply feel the sensation of the breath coming into the body and gently falling away. Stay with this a moment. Simply feel, with no tendency to name or label, no tendency to create an image or an opinion. See if it's possible to simply feel the breath as it enters deeply and falls away fully. Notice here the mind will try to take your attention away from the breath. And this is okay. This is the mind doing what it does naturally. We simply, gently return our attention back to the breath. The mind may wander. Thoughts of future, thoughts of past, judgments about the present. These are all simply thoughts. They can be safely ignored. Simply hold the breath in your awareness. Notice here that you can only lose your attention if you choose to follow the thought. Choose to keep your attention on the breath. There will be plenty of time for thinking later. Just for this time, maintain attention on the breath. Open your awareness to the sensations in the body. See if it's possible to simply feel, to be aware of the sensation without label, without judgment, without opinion. No good sensations, nor bad sensations. Simply feelings. Maintaining attention on the breath and the body without label, without attachment. Notice how strong the mind can be in its attempt to pull your attention away. But notice, with a relaxed curiosity, no matter how strong the thoughts may appear, your attention remains stronger. Notice that thought is temporary. Even the strongest of urges, of thought, of image, of feeling, is temporary. They always dissolve. Regardless of how powerful these urges, images, feelings may arise, you can always choose to remain within the present moment. Aware of the breath, aware of the body. Now, hold the image in your mind of you raising your right hand, but do not raise your right hand. Simply create this image. Do it now. Of yourself sat here, raising your right hand. But do not raise your right hand. Notice the separation. You may hold a very clear image, a very strong image, a very colourful and powerful image of yourself raising your right hand. And yet, no matter how strong this image is, you simply remain sat, still, quiet, attentive and unmoving. In this manner, you can simply observe that no matter how strong the image is, the thoughts themselves have no power to influence your behavior. They are simply images. You may choose to act on them or not. In this way, we are confident, safe, and secure in knowing that we always can choose not to act on our thoughts. No matter how strong the urge, how strong the craving, how strong the desire is, we can choose to remain present, still, safe, secure, in the here and now. Urges and cravings are like waves rising up out of the ocean. They may appear fast, large, powerful, but they always crest and break, crash onto the shore, and then slip away back into the ocean. Know that all craving and urge is temporary. It will simply rise and fall. When they do, simply watch, without label, without judgment, without attachment or action. Simply observe the urge, the craving, or the desire to rise, crest, crash, and fall. All urges dissolve in this way. Recognizing here, having a craving, an urge, or a desire is no problem. It is not a failure. It is not something you are doing wrong. You cannot help your feelings. They simply are. If we allow our urges to rise and fall without action, sooner or later they subside and become more gentle. Taking the time now to check in with the body and breath, realizing you are still in the here and now, perfectly safe, perfectly secure, perfectly confident. Taking 5 final deeper breaths now. Simply watch them rise and fall. Notice that any and all cravings and urges have already begun to lose their power. You have severed the attachment to these things. Continuing to build your gentle discipline, remaining confident, secure in the present moment. When you choose to reopen your eyes and bring yourself back into the world, you may choose to move about in a calmer way, frantic way, a feeling of completeness and wholeness, realizing there is no hole to fill, there is no gap, there is nothing missing. You simply are, and this is enough. Feeling the acceptance and peace of your being, Your heart beats itself. Your breath breathes itself. The sun rises and falls of its own accord. Simply allow it all to be.